So I'm a PO, and I am rather new in this cloud-native open source space. I come from a regulated industry, so all this Kubernetes, namespace, instance, lingo, that's new to me. And I might be still a bit rusty, so please feel free to correct me if I get something wrong. But luckily for me, Vision is not new in this. So Vision has been doing this whole ecosystem since about 11 years. We are around 50 people in 2 locations. Please just, join. We are here in Zurich, as we are now, and we also have employees in Vancouver, Canada, that helps to provide 24/7 support for our customers with the follow the sun rotation. Or our customers can also choose to have a sleepy on-call engineer at night if they prefer that their data is accessed only from within Switzerland. And what we're doing is platform engineering. So we do on-prem, private, and public cloud infrastructure based on Kubernetes. And we do the configurations, orchestrating management, backups, everything that's needed. Initially, this whole was provided for custom software companies, and now more and more we have inquiries from companies who want to have their software as a service for their customers. And as a solution architect put it today to me, he said that we do the platform, the infra, so that others can just put their software on it. That's our expertise. We know how to deal with this Kubernetes magic. So far, so good? Yeah? Okay, let's continue. Who knows Crossplane? Has heard about it? Good. Who has actually worked with it? A bit less, but also good. See, Crossplane has been gaining some attraction for a while already, and for a good reason. It's a very, very powerful tool that helps you to configure cloud-native software. And it does exactly that. It lets an engineer tailor your own. All good, no worries. It lets you tailor the API as needed so that you can define how your software should act, which is called the desired state. You tell Crossplane what the software should do, how it should be, and Crossplane tries to keep this desired state of the software. And if it drifts from the desired state, Crossplane tries to fix it, which is great. It tries to put it in the place that you need it to be. And this is exactly why we chose the framework in the first place. It's a very, very powerful cloud-native framework that allows us, the platform engineering company, do what we need to do, provide a stable infra for our customers. What is fascinating about Crossplane is that it says that it puts you, the engineer, in control. And who doesn't want control? For me personally, since I'm new in this industry, I love that they mentioned the opinionated API concept, because as I learned in this ecosystem, the tools are opinionated, not the people. So they try to abstract from that and let you be in control. And control is great. Who doesn't want it? Sometimes you want a bit more of it, sometimes a bit less. We are very open that we are using Crossplane, and we also have a commercial offering of Crossplane, and we're listed right up there next to Upbound, the company behind Crossplane, that we can also help you with your needs and configurations for Crossplane itself. We have Crossplane Competency Center. We are using Crossplane in production since about February 2021. And back then it was version 0.14. So the issues that are being faced by the current users, we probably had them, and we probably figured out how to fix that. How it all started. So initially, the idea was very, very simple. We wanted to have something simple for our customers on one cloud, one control plane on the same cluster. Very limited configuration, t-shirt sized instances, very, very scaled, very tightened infrastructure. But you know what happens when you put something easy and simple out there? Feature requests come in, right? And feature requests are not bad. I mean, who doesn't want backups, restore, logs, metrics, alerting, maintenance, version upgrades, scaling, and user management? These are all very reasonable feature requests for the tools, right? And then something more specific came in for some of our applications. So, for example, Collabora for Nextcloud, it's more of an add-on. We need to cater for that as well, right? It's a nice add-on to have for Nextcloud. And also free choice of infra. I mean, so makes sense, right? All of this is just adding more and more complexity, and we have our base frame that we started with, and now we need to, you know, make it work for catering all these new needs. But you're still with me, right? Right. So with this, we evolved into something that's what we call split architecture. We have a separate control cluster and a service cluster. It's still very managed, but a bit more complex. And as we were growing with our tooling, with our framework, we realized that Crossplane is also lacking a bit behind for our use cases, and we jumped on every single straw that we got to just cater our needs. We started using composition functions when they were just alpha version. We also started using remote calls when it was just a little tiny side node into docs, and it wasn't even working with OpenShift. But it was worth it, you know? It's worth it when you see that it works and you can use it in production and you can provide a stable software for your customers. And where are we now is this sovereign app store, which we call Servala. Thank you for the spoiler, Patrick, in the beginning. But yeah, it basically runs on air-gapped, on-prem, private, sovereign, public cloud. And on top of that, we offer also SLAs and 24/7 support. And that cat is also a sticker, because in this space, not a tool doesn't exist unless it's a sticker. So here you go. But the big question is, have there been issues, right? Because the tool is so good and powerful, and nobody wants to hear you brag about how you do everything right. And I'm not gonna do that. We have had a few issues. Most of them are because of states, and it has happened a few times that an object loses their desired state, and Crossplane goes into reconciles and wipes out the database to recreate it just a few seconds later. And this is me talking about last Wednesday, you know. We had a big one, which was when a scheduled maintenance just wiped out 230 databases, and yes, there was a data loss. It happened because we patched a few things that we shouldn't have patched at that time, and also involved a Crossplane upgrade in the meantime. So yeah, we learned the hard way the importance of deletion protection. But also our deletion protection got wiped out at one point because we relied on a label on composite name. We relied that the label is there before a deletion is triggered, and Crossplane chose to remove the label before the deletion starts, so our deletion protection just didn't work because everything went through. One little minor note that I didn't mention is that in Crossplane, when, for example, the deletion is triggered, if something is marked for deletion, you don't have any control anymore of what happens with that object. It's left to a garbage collector, and you can just see how it faints away from your fingertips, and can cry and then just code and fix what happened. Also, yeah, we managed to lose connection secrets, which resulted in an application not being reachable for around 12 hours. This also happened because of two things. There was a bug in our connection secret generation and an upgrade at the same time. So there's a pattern that don't do two things at the same time, but that's just how it is. You cannot, there will always be a bug. There is no software that doesn't have a bug, and unfortunately you find bugs when you don't want to find them. That's just part of it. Nowadays, the most issues we are having are because of connection details. We initially managed them in the wrong way, and we need to cater for that in our days to fix it and clean up the code, but we're there. The use case that we need is supported for about 2 versions, but now we are a bit more careful when we upgrade than to use alpha features because of reasons that we learned. We are still trying to be at the front end of all this new information and all the new tools, but a bit more careful. Yeah, so will Crossplane 2.0 help us? Because now the new version of Crossplane is out and we want to also try it. And the big hope is yes, but the true reason is that it really depends. It depends on the use case that we are having now, and it depends where we want to go. Because the tool that we have, so Servala, it developed from version 1, what was intended, to where it is now and how it is going to be in the future. And also the ecosystem that we're currently having with cloud native software is very different from how it was. So we need to step back and with clear eyes evaluate if Crossplane is still the tool that helps us, or is it something that we use because we used it? There is code change and a massive code cleanup either way, and we need to evaluate which direction we go. So yeah, maybe. We'll see. Stickers. And thank you for your attention. And yeah, we can go on to questions.